Hey, Mike Ahlers here again for the second installment of benefits of using annuities. And today I want to talk about the number one fear amongst seniors and retirees today. And if you are thinking about that and you're a senior and retiree, you probably already know this. It is the fear of outliving your money. Now, I've been doing this for 15 years. I'm a San Antonio-based financial advisor and have worked with seniors and retirees for 15 years, and I will tell you that that is the case. The number one fear is outliving their money. So today we're going to talk about solutions on how to solve that problem or create an income that you can never outlive. Just by me saying that should give you a sigh of relief and help you feel a little bit better. So we're going to talk about that today. Two things, basically. One of them is a special benefit that you can add to, since we're talking about the benefits of annuities, it's a special benefit that you can add to an annuity that will guarantee that you cannot, some income that you cannot outlive. And the other one is a special Keystone income tool that we use that would allow you to have income guaranteed. So again, have a lot to cover, want to get through it, don't want to make it too long. But this is again the second series in the video tutorial. So here we go. Let's start off with the special benefit that you can add to an annuity that will grow your account in today's terms by 6 to 8% per year. Now, why is that important? The reason that's important is where can you get that kind of return? You can't go to the bank and get that. CDs are almost at an all-time low interest rate. We're not getting it in the stock market because stock market is frankly losing money, so it's hard to get that return if you're going the other way. So the benefit that you can add to an annuity, it's a rider, and it's an income benefit rider. Now we're talking about, when I'm talking about annuities, I'm talking about in general fixed indexed annuities. So we'll stick to that right now. But this income rider guarantee, something that you can add to an indexed annuity, usually has a small fee with that. Usually it's a pretty fair price that you can get for that, and it allows you to have some guarantees. So what I want to turn around and show you is one example of that. In this particular example, this is 7.2% interest for the first 20 years. So what this particular company will do, now by the way, let me just put a disclaimer out there. Companies change these rates all the time. This was one of the companies that we were using that had that guarantee. The reason I'm using this as the example is using the rule of 72, 7.2, your money will double in 10 years. So coincidentally, this chart goes for 10 years. We start off with $100,000 and you see it grew to just a little bit over $200,000. Now, because this is an income rider, this is actually what your income account is. So let me give you the example. If you started with 100, let's say you put it in an indexed account and the market did nothing for 10 years, you'd still have 100,000 on one side. But on the other hand, with this rider, your rider account would be at 200,000. I think that's 423. Looking at that backwards, yes, it is 423,000. Okay. So what it's saying, without any market growth, the company's willing to guarantee you this kind of growth, at which time, using in this example, we're using somebody 70 just as an example. So a 70-year-old could take 6% interest at any point in time. So year one, you could take that interest, 6% would be $6,000 guaranteed for life. Over here, that's $500 per month. That's what this column is. So if let's just go down to year 5. Your account grew from 100 to 141,570, I think that says, to $8,494 per year guaranteed. That number is this number at 6%. That's $708 per month guaranteed. Now let me say something else. This income is guaranteed for life. So even if you spent all this money down in year 5, you ran out of that money, or let me back up, that the account over here was at 100,000, you ran out of that, they're guaranteed that they're going to pay you this forever. Okay. Second thing is, if you're not out of all your money and you died, or you got your angel wings, I know I'm making an assumption there, but if that was the case, your beneficiaries would get the rest of what's ever in the account. So I know this is kind of a quick overview. If we go down to year 10, your money grew to $200,000, is $15,025 per year. That's $1,000 per month, guaranteed for life. So what I just showed you is one way that you can create income that you cannot outlive. It's guaranteed. Okay? And if you remember in the first video, I talked about the reason why we use insurance companies, because they actually give you 4 ways to guarantee your money. The strength of the company, they use reinsurance, they have a legal reserve, and if companies get into well, also there's a Texas insurance department here in Texas. Every state has an insurance department that guarantees. They have an insurance guarantee fund that guarantees your money up to $100,000 with that company. So that's a lot of guarantees that you don't have anywhere else. So that's a tool of choice that I use for creating income. Now, the second thing that I want to show you here is what I call the Keystone max income. So, okay, Caesar's giving me, we're at 6 minutes, so we need to speed this up. So I'm going to show this for you. With this program, it's a way that I call it, these are keystones, we can call them buckets. What you'll see is we're starting with $100,000 and we're creating $435 per month. Now, what we've done is we've taken $100,000 and breaking it into these amounts immediately, $24,000, $19,000, and $55,000. We take the initial $24,000, spend it down for 5 years. And what you'll see, which is pretty cool, 95% of that is income tax free. Now, if you think about it, if you're taking this income, the $435 per month, from a CD, it's all taxable. Or from your stock or mutual fund account, it's all taxable. So here it's 95% tax free. When this 5 years goes by, this money is gone, and now we take this money, the $16,000 that grew from 16 to 24, spending that down, and we're paying taxes on 25% of that. So in other words, 74% of that is income tax free. So what I've just showed you is how to guarantee $435, guaranteed for 10 years, and this $55,000 grew back to $100,000. Now, we're using some assumptions there that have brought this back up there. Interest rates are down a little bit, but even if you were able to create that income guaranteed for 10 years and this number grew back to $80,000 or $70,000, it's usually a much better way to guarantee yourself some income. So there we have it. I've showed you 2 ways to guarantee to make sure that you do not outlive the income that you create, a tax efficient way to do it. The reasons, again, why we use insurance companies to do that, because of the word insurance. The insurance company will give you a guarantee in writing. Finally, I want to say to you that there's no way that we can make any of these work if your money's in a position where it's losing money, or even if it's in a position where it can lose money. Very, very dangerous. If you lose 20% or 30 or 40% of your money in the market and you're taking 10% income, you do the math. You can lose money very quickly. So what I want to end up with is what I believe in. You should already know this, but I believe in safety first. Number 2, a reasonable rate of return. Now, a reasonable rate of return means over time you should be able to get 6 to 8% over time. Some years a lot higher, some years lower. But remember, with the accounts that we use, you lose no money in down market years. Okay. Finally, keep it simple. If it's complicated or you don't understand it, it's not simple, you should probably change it. Finally, what you're seeing, I help people and clients with all the times with these kind of things. What that means is I can help you too. If there's something that you want income, you want protection, you want safety, I do that for people all the time. So what you can do, the number's down there, the email, the place to contact me is there. Give me a call and we'll talk to you soon. Thank you for your time. Mike Ahlers.